to, even we're seeing it in children. It's just astonishing, and this is one of the reasons why. So if you constantly have high insulin levels in your bloodstream, it suppresses glucagon. Now, glucagon is a really important, you probably never heard of it, hormone that is directly responsible for pulling fat out of your body and burning it as usable fuel. You want as much of the glucagon as you can available. Now, insulin suppresses it and doesn't allow it to come out. The other thing that high insulin levels throughout the day do is they suppress your human growth hormone. Now, human growth hormone has tremendous benefits, but mostly it keeps you youthful. It keeps you alive. It keeps your skin clean. It keeps your organs and your brain and your skin youthful looking. It keeps you strong and healthy. You want as much HGA as you possibly can in your body. By the way, it has been noted for years that high sugar diets age you faster than anything else out there. And this is one of the reasons why. Well, stage 3, high insulin levels cause hunger. Why? Because as the insulin level goes up and your body sucks in the extra glucose that's in your bloodstream and stores it as fat, now you have a sugar drop, right? We've all experienced this before. You have a meal, it's maybe a bagel and cream cheese or maybe a donut or something like this. It satisfies you, gives you that sugar rush, that energy right away, but then it goes away, doesn't it? And what do you do then? You get hungry and you reach for more. So it causes hunger. Bottom line is, sugar doesn't benefit us in any way possible. Quick recap here, we're almost done. I've just skimmed the surface of a lot of topics here. I provided some reference material. I'm going to provide more at the end of this presentation if you so choose to explore these topics more, which I would strongly encourage you to. So the whole goal here tonight was really to try to explain other reasons of why we're getting obese and fat as a country as a whole, other than what the mainstream media and main thought is telling us out there, which is, hey, it's just poor nutrition. It's just lack of exercise. It's just lack of willpower, and sometimes it's genetics. That answer to why we're getting obese and fat simply does not cut it, in my opinion. The reason we are is because of things like this that's in our food, that is against our best effort. It makes us crave food more. It makes us eat more than we normally would. And it's so highly processed that most of it just goes right to our bloodstream and causes all kinds of problems with our insulin levels. So we looked at excitotoxins, MSG, and all of its alias names. Actually, we only looked at a partial list. Remember, excitotoxins stimulate your brain. They go right actually from your tongue into your bloodstream and right into your brain, and they stimulate it like a drug to make you want more. Don't believe me? Read more about it. Do your own research on it. Food engineers. Food is big business. They don't ever put anything on the shelves of our supermarket or in a restaurant without fully testing it and engineering it. And part of the criteria is they've got to have just the right amount of fat, salt, and sugar and excitotoxins in there. And it's soft enough so that we chew it as less than 10 times. And this all causes us to eat more, crave the food more. It's just not a good thing for us. One of the things that we didn't go over here, but I do want to touch into right now, is food allergies. The reason food allergies are important is that it is estimated that 40% of the adult population has some type of adverse food allergy to one or more of these foods. Wheat, which include flour like bread, bagels, pasta. Dairy like milk, cottage cheese, yogurt, soy, corn. Okay? Now these items are almost in all of the foods we eat. Just look at the labels. You're going to find soy in almost everything out there. You're going to find wheat in almost everything out there. You're going to find corn in almost everything out there. You're going to find these items in almost everything that we eat. And if you look at like food elimination diets, where you try to figure out which foods that you're allergic to, and you talk to people about this kind of stuff, you're going to find that most people are allergic to these things. And when they eliminate it from their diet, they feel better. They don't have that fogginess in their head. But one of the things that people don't understand about food allergies is this, is that people crave the foods they're allergic to. Yes, we actually crave the foods and want to eat more of the foods that are not good for us and foods that have food allergies. The reason why is simple. The body reacts to food allergies by creating endorphins in the brain. And those endorphins create pleasure. And that counteracts the allergic reaction that the foods have to our bodies. So you may want to be very careful about food allergies. I myself personally have eliminated all wheat, all milk and yogurt products from my diet. I don't eat any corn products, and I don't eat any soy products, and nothing processed. So I don't have anything to worry about this. And I'm telling you, it has cleared up my head and makes me feel tons better every day. And then we went over sugar and refined grains on here. Bottom line is, with this stuff, it's just not good for us. It has no benefit whatsoever. When we're eating sugars and all the various types of sugars, the corn syrups that are out there, and refined grains, which is the majority of food that's available to us, estimated that packaged food that's at most of the supermarkets out there, 85% of it is highly processed and refined. So your body treats it very similar to sugar, and you've got all the health issues and the problems that go up with the raising of insulin, really, which just stores more fat, suppresses the hormones that are going to help you burn fat and make you more youthful, and then you're going to drop your sugar levels, and you're going to get hungry, and you're going to reach more of the same food. It's a very vicious cycle on here. So I'd like to redirect your attention to what I started the phone call with tonight, and that is the new technology that's available to us tonight. The new technology that's available to each and every one of us is whole, unprocessed, unadulterated food with no harmful additives, or food that's been engineered by people and food manufacturers that frankly don't have our best interest in mind. I'd like to leave you here with some references if you choose to explore some of these items on your own. I could have supplied hundreds of them, but I didn't want to bore you with these details. Once you go down one avenue, you'll explore some others. Here's another page. And if you're watching this video, you can just pause it and look at some of these. And then lastly, I suggested some reading on here, some books. And I really encourage you to explore these items on here and to really question yourself. The next time that you've got this uncontrollable urge to eat this food and you're eating it in large quantities, is it the food and the stuff that they put in it that's causing you to act and behave that way? My argument is definitely it is, and there's huge bodies of evidence out there to show that today. So what's the solution? It's the new technology that's available to all of us. Going back to our basic. It's just the answer is so simple. The problem is that it's hard to get people off the drugs. It is. It becomes a drug in our society right now, and it's the reason that we're number one in leading preventable health causes that are caused by what we eat. We're all suffering the side effects from the foods, the majority of processed foods that's available to us today. My name is Chris Winters, and if everything you ever thought about losing weight, eating right, and feeling great turned out to be wrong, when would you like to know? Thank you.